Check out these balls. They're made of a fine iron cast.
I'd like to buy these cannonballs.
Actually, those belong to my son. They aren't for sale. That's a Mark 7 Devastator triple cannon emplacement. If only they'd thought to leave a hole for the fuse.
I'd like to buy this cannon.
I only have one of those, so I need to keep it as a display model. That collectible plate is worth a mint.
Wow, I knew those would be valuable one day. I'd like to buy this rock and roll collector's plate.
And I'd like to sell it to you. That'll be 199 pieces of 8.
Okay, I'll take it.
Let me get you one from Overstock. Here you go.
Thank you.
I was told that these are used as a form of barter in the inner cities.
I'd like to buy these hubcaps.
I see you have an eye for quality. They're 50 pieces of 8 each.
Okay, I'll take it.
Let me get you one from Overstock. Here you go.
Thank you.
That's the legendary white whale. Never been caught, except on canvas.
Does it have a name? I'd like to buy this whale painting.
Yeah, I like that too, but it's not for sale. That's the legendary white whale. Never been caught, except on canvas.
Does it have a name?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Nothing says a whale must have a name. Ah, the famous ceremonial lights from the pirates of the South Pacific. Those aren't for sale.
I'd like to buy these tiki lights.
I just couldn't part with those. They have sentimental value. It's a beautiful antique porcelain vase.
Oh, I'd like to buy this vase.
Yeah, I like that too, but it's not for sale. It's a picture of a pirate with peg legs.
I'd like to buy this small picture frame.
That's great, huh? Too bad it's not for sale. I'm not sure exactly what this is.
I'd like to buy this thing.
That's great, huh? Too bad it's not for sale. That's part of the Big Whoop treasure map. I don't know a lot about the piece, but there's supposed to be a book in the library that tells all about the whole map.
I'd like to buy this map piece.
That's 6 million pieces of 8. Do you want it?
I can't afford that much.
Too bad. I got that as a gift from a man I saved a few years ago. Don't have much use for a wheel, but he said one good turn deserves another.
I'd like to buy this bosun's wheel.
That's great, huh? Too bad it's not for sale. It's said that the infamous Greenbeard won that barrel from Long John Cooper in a poker game. Shame that it's empty.
I'd like to buy this treasure chest.
That's one of my favorite things in the store, but I don't have enough back stock to sell it.
It's empty. I'd like to buy this barrel.
I only have one of those, so I need to keep it as a display model. That's a real ship's horn, just like the ones used on modern ships.
I'd like to buy this ship's horn.
Excellent choice. That'll be 40 pieces of 8.
Okay, I'll take it.
Let me get you one from Overstock. Here you go.
Thank you.
Mr. Polly likes that mirror.
Yeah, he seems to be in love with his reflection.
He likes it where it is. Isn't he a beautiful parrot?
He's preoccupied with his reflection.
Sorry, he's not for sale.
I'd like to buy this mirror.
And I'd like to sell it to you. That'll be 15 pieces of 8.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you.
It's ergonomically formulated to enhance stopping power.
I'd like to buy this anchor.
That's one of my favorite things in the store, but I don't have enough back stock to sell it. You'd look good in one of those, and they're great for parties.
I'd like to buy these pirate hats.
Great! They're 30 pieces of 8 each.
Okay, I'll take it.
Let me get you one from Overstock. Here you go.
Thank you.
That's a sign I took from the famous Precipice View Road.
I've never heard of it.
They call it Dead Man's Drop now.
I'd like to buy this left turn sign.
Yeah, I like that too, but it's not for sale. Those are authentic scale reproductions of rotting skulls rendered in sun-bleached whalebone. There's even some loose skin to hang them up from.
I'd like to buy these gross skulls.
I just keep those here because they're cool. They're not for sale. That's the real thing, as seen in Raiders, Temple, Holy Grail, and the Young Chronicles.
I'd like to buy Indy's whip.
I only have one of those, so I need to keep it as a display model. It looks like Spiffy the Pinhead.
Well, I'd like to buy this mask.
That's great, huh? Too bad it's not for sale. Found that beauty at the bottom of the sea. She cleaned up real nicely, though.
Well, I'd like to buy this well-polished old saw.
Alrighty. That'll be 25 pieces of 8.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. Do you take credit?
Yeah, like you have one. But I do accept personal checks or trade-ins.
What kind of trade-ins do you accept?
I'll take most old swords, some used parrots, almost anything valuable made of bronze, and a few old ship parts.
Would you give me the map piece for any of those things?
No, but there's one thing I might trade for the map piece.
What would you trade for the map piece?
There was a certain ship that sunk, and I'd really like the figurehead. I'd give you the map if you got the figurehead for me.
Can you tell me about the ship with the figurehead?
The ship was a huge galleon named the Mad Monkey. Nobody knows where it sank or why, but the figurehead is supposed to be the most fabulous piece of art ever. That's why I want it. I'm a collector of fine art, as I'm sure you can see.
I have to go now.
It was handmade by a good friend of mine from another island.
I'd like to buy this peg leg.
Yeah, I like that too, but it's not for sale.
Neat. I had one like that when I was a kid. Great costume. I should check with the shopkeeper first. Neat. I like this one. I had one like that when I was a kid. Wonder if I can rent this one. I had one like that when I was a kid. Excuse me. I'd like to rent a costume.
Our costumes are all gone, or on reserve. Sorry.
But you have tons of costumes.
They're all reserved and waiting to be picked up.
Why are your costumes so popular?
I'm the only costume shop in a 5-island radius. And besides, everybody who's anybody is going to the big Mardi Gras celebration at Governor Marley's mansion.
I'd really like to rent a costume.
Try us after Mardi Gras.
I'd really like to rent a costume.
Look, if you don't have a reservation, you don't have a costume.
I need to rent a costume.
Sorry, can't help you.
I have to rent a costume.
I said I'm all out.
My life depends on renting a costume.
Next time, make a reservation.
Did I ask you about renting a costume yet?
I don't have a costume for you.
You look busy. I'll come back later.
Ah, you have a costume on reserve. Well, that's a different story. Let's see. Your costume is right over here. Walk this way, please. Well, here it is. You'll surely be the talk of the party in this. Well, have fun and enjoy your costume.
What a beautiful dress.
Check it out! Glass bottom boat. 3-hour tours. Check it out!